A lot of things taken off the board with the Gwen gone as
What?
well. But, oh!
What? Okay, right, it's getting spicy, Dagda. We've got an Annie locked in. Is it Annie top valuable there? But JJ getting invaded by Kanavi. Red versus red. JJ finishes the buff, though. Did he actually see Kanavi? I'm not even sure if he dipped in time. Kanavi chasing him underneath the tower, not willing to let this one go for now. He's happy to go for the 1v1 and does get the big krug. JJ now turning this one into a fight. Knocked up 1v1 between the junglers, both on duelist. Scout moving over. JJ low on HP, trying to escape. Flashes the shock blast, gets first blood. And now 369 in trouble. Bubble over the wall as well. But it's 2 for EDG. And yeah, job there to make sure that Kanavi isn't falling too far behind. And I love the confidence from Kanavi to still go for that Scuttle Crab and go, you know what? I've got help from my team. Missing. It's going to pull. No. Oh, Mako goes too far underneath the tower. Flash forward from LPC. It'll be slow paced. Not at all. This is fast and loose. And Kanavi moves up to the top lane once again. Flandre in trouble. Half HP already as he gets into his tri-brush. The flash forward from 369, but he couldn't.
Top lane. They're trying to bait the play.
Oh, Scout's waiting in the brush. Flandre pretending to overextend. Kanavi, he's been read like a book. He's been played like a fiddle. And see a little bit of that as he moves towards the bottom side of the map here. Mako and Viper trying to bait it, but they've got Yagao moving over as well. This could be a JDG play as Mako low on HP already, but he's tanky on this Leona. Walks into the brush to keep himself alive, and EDG staying grouped as a cluster. Beautiful team-fighting here as JJ goes in to finish them. Viper's there. It's a second. Years ago was considered the best jungler in the league. Has been just completely out-mind game.
And I mean...
Oh, Yagao has actually pulled JJ under the tower, but that might not be the best play against a Lee Sin who can then kick you. JJ's in trouble, though. The shutdown could be available for Kanavi, but he can't get 3 down on this tower. Flandre's moving in as well. JJ looking for a flank. Yagao could be in trouble. The flash tippers is in, and JJ with his 5th. There's a bonus one. Flandre gets a little bit of something for his trouble, and EDG just continue to press the accelerator.
And I love the way EDG are using their teleports, right? Like, the whole theory behind why we're seeing the bot lane scope is because, look, you can't actually... Oh, hang on, Mako.
Bit of a catch on Mako, but he is tanky. He is playing Leona at the end of the day. Viper moves in, but Viper doesn't have any mana to work with. Missing low on HP. LBC trying to go for a 1v3 at this point, but Mako's made it out. And now Viper can look to finish off LBC. In goes Scout.
Like, these big plays happen, but instead they've been able to take this Predator Annie, have those flash engages, sneaks get into bushes, use that to their advantage where people think they're safe, but use that in...
How JDG were going to play the game. Well, it doesn't feel like JDG get to choose. EDG have dictated. There's got a play going on in the top side as well. Trying to move in onto 369. Kanavi is there with him, but it's a 3v2 in favor of EDG, and it's just plenty more easy kills. Scout no longer 100%. That's a small win for JDG, I guess, as Kanavi is going to fall down as well. And it doesn't feel like JDG have anything they can do about this one. And you have to wonder, was this JDG getting read by EDG? Was this just both teams trying to make... See, you can all laugh at JDG at Twitch chat, but this is a new version of their roster. You've got to give them time, but this is the hardest match they could have all year. This is their first game. They have got to pick onto Mako, though. And a tower elsewhere as well, so a little bit of bonus goal, but JJ trying to finish some kills here. Kanavi will answer for his crimes, and it becomes a 1-for-1.
It's a desperation, though, from JDG, because as you can see, you've still got Rift Herald taking that tier 2 top side, and they're going for more! There's just nothing left!
They just won't stop. JJ is a man possessed. He just will not let them leave. 15-2, and look at JJ's score, man.
And look at the scoreline, right? We're like, you know, play around bot lane, the big brain, Viper, Mako, the 2v2.
Oh,
well,
no.
He'll get one for himself here, it looks like.
Good flash, but LPC also has his flash available. Actually staying for the 1v1. I'm not sure that was the correct play. Viper finishes him off, and now Flandre in a 1v2, but he just flashes on out and he's safe. Viper is not in the right spot on the map here. Going underneath the inhib tower.
Position on Baron if they want to. There's so much in EDG's favor right now.
The thing is, Dagda, you say, you know, we were expecting a lot from Viper, but he is making an impact. He's making an impact on LPC's mental at this point. Oh, no, the Q went so slightly wide. Oh, he still gets the kick, and there's the tippers as well. I'm not sure you needed 2 ultis for that. Look how little damage he took. That's a full accelerated shock blast from a level 2 to a level 12 chase. Oh, he just gets battered back into the rise and finished off. That is just unfortunate for 369. And now a solar flare goes down to the bottom side. Viper finishes up. I think he'd be willing to 1v3 this, honestly. He's pressed his Q in the wrong direction. Not the greatest start to a play, I have to say. It's the second one, though, but he's just going to move over to the rest of his team. They'll finish off the tier 2 tower. They got a tier 2 at the bottom side. Missing is the type of ping that is required for this situation. That's all that's happening here. Scouts found him, Viper's found him. Missing knows it's over. The quickness has been used, and well, he's going to go down.
30 punch. This is just mean.
Oh my days. Well, at least 369 is doing what 369 does best. He's in his side lane and he's hitting a tower. So at least they'll get a tier 2 for this one. But
they might
this is brutal. And guess what? At the 22-minute mark, they're going to grab themselves an Infernal Soul. Dot on the I's, crossing the T's, and annihilating what's left of JDG's hopes in this game. Gage coming in the mid lane, flash forward, Flandre gets him with the Tibbers, and it's JJ to pick up the kill. Shot blast in from the side, and EDG just continue to style on the remains of JDG.
Well, looks like we're going to be seeing a few more Annie bans potentially coming into our games in LPL as Flandre bringing out the new champion, styling on JDG. Nexus turrets under fire, but there is only the counter minion at the moment.
Yeah, but there'll be more. There'll be more. Reinforcements are on the way, Doctor. That's one tower going down. Viper Gale forces forward to try and finish off Yagao. And now they engage quickness onto the whole team, but kicked away by JJ, who goes in, follows underneath the tower. Huge damage, though. Maybe a fight. The JDG? No, maybe not. Maybe not. KaNavi's going to be hit by the full shot. The whole team's onto the fountain, and they've been annihilated. 369 making the paycheck worth it as he gets a double kill. Oh dear, EDG, they don't want to end it just yet. They're having a bit of fun.
I love the way Viper's just like, what are you doing, lads? There's objective bounties. They get going back, but I mean, even with all that, they still can't be a little bit more successful. There's no realm war for Skip.
I'm ready for another. I'm ready for them to just wait for the cooldown. In they go. It's going to be KaNavi trying to start the fight off, but the rest of the team not so interested. Quickness on the back line. In goes LPC. Is Viper going to go down? That's an 80 carry kill for JDG. I mean, it doesn't matter, but hey, that's twice now LPC's killed the enemy bot lane, so thumbs up for LPC and Missing. I like what I'm seeing out of the bottom lane. It may not be
they're going
win.
again.
Oh, they're doing it again. They just have no chill. EDG, these guys have families. Come on. The Nexus will fall 29-9. EDG are back, baby. It's locked in. It's happening. We've got a Vladimir. Flandre just doesn't care. He doesn't care about your meta. He doesn't care about your expectations. It doesn't matter. That strategy's still going to come true. Viper could be in trouble. And Mako actually manages to block the Zenith Blade there. Goes underneath the tower himself, but he'll go down for first blood. And the root comes down onto Missing. It's not enough from Viper.
Definitely going to get outscaled. So JDG, I like that they're using their proactivity and playing down towards this spot.
Moving in as well. It's time to make a play from JDG. 2000 on the Herald. 369 flashing forward, but the personal space fears him. He's rooted, but he still gets a kill anyway. 1-for-1 as the reset comes through from Scout. I believe KaNavi be in trouble next, but he has his ulti to keep him alive, and Yagao fine. Vladimir, I don't know if that's good in the grand scheme of things for JDG, but here we go, 2v2 in the bottom side. On to Viper they go. Cleanse is nowhere near enough, and LPC wants a bit more. The double kill. Time to make a play on the top side. 369's in trouble. Does have Slicing Maelstrom, though. It's hard to dive a cannon a lot of the time. Stun comes down onto Flandre, but he is Vladimir at the end of the day, so he turns into and everything's okay. He's got a Herald as well, so that might just be a finished off tower in the top side. Beautifully execute dive by EDG. In the meantime, JDG trying to make plays on the bottom side, but I don't think it's going to work out for them because the respect from Viper and Mako, it's beautiful to see.
I mean,
being the fastest at annihilating towers, much more about the team fight. So still working away on those plates, and in the meantime, it's going to be traded for a tier 2 in the top side of the map here. This Flandre is...
You've now got an answer for the Samir and team fights, and Vladimir is terrifying when he gets to the late game. So JDG need to try and find ways to set themselves up correctly in team fights, spot out where Flandre is going to be, because if Flandre finds a big flank and can annihilate LPC before he even gets going, it's not EDG answer with Flandre's positioning top. And now Flandre,
oh, but the little kid answers back. It's Flandre who's being bullied, turns into a puddle, but that's all he'll be. Is 369 finishes him off and gets
make sure they can turn around. Rift Herald though should go to JDG, and I imagine this is going to go into the mid lane. They big game plan here for JDG's playoff of
carry, much more known for the mid game. So it feels like JDG do need to start putting their foot down, and this Herald in the mid lane will certainly help them do that. So they take a tier 1 for themselves. They'll look for an extra charge onto the tier 2. JJ really wants to hit that eye, but he won't be able to. Uh-oh, we're past 14 minutes. Flandre's behind the enemy team. Rocket Belt in. There's a big ulti onto everybody, but it looks like it'll just be 2 for now. But 2 is better than none. Kanavi will keep himself alive with his ulti, but the fear comes on in. Zoe over the wall. Yaga trying to turn it around, but it's a double kill for Viper, and a boot to the face for 369. Then pulled in on the anchor. And off, though, they're just teetering on the edge of a fight here. The dragon started off. It is a cloud, which is not the greatest ever, but it's actually taken by Kanavi anyway. So third Drake going the way of JDG. Beautifully stolen. Another miss from Scout. He's 3 out of 4 on the misses so far of the ultis this game. But now the re-engage from JDG in the longest non-fight in the history of League of Legends.
Make sure that they can spot where Flandre is coming from, but with no vision in the area, no control. Viper's dead.
Yeah.
Themselves up for a nice fight.
And it does feel like both teams are quite have to go for a fight in this one. A lot of big ultis as JDG going to be locked up to start this one off, but it's actually huge damage as LPC finds one already in the fight, and he's got his style points. He's ready to ulti if he can find a target. Mako low, finished off by 369, and now it's Flandre on the front line, has to use the cleanse, turns into a puddle, and it will save his life for the time being. Now a curtain call as they try and get some kills on the exit. EDG looking being thrown around at the end of this one as JDG in prime position. They're on the Baron, 5k left as Flandre tries to move in. Kanavi jumps forward, but a bit of personal space is granted by Scout. The puddle, nothing works for JDG. Everything's denied, and Flandre goes in. It's EDG sweeping them up. Never mind the channel points. I was totally wrong. EDG are back on top.
Impeccable play from EDG. 369's trying to hide, make sure he can get that big ult, and they just outplay it so well. And now it's EDG on the Baron. Now it's EDG with control of this game, and they can look to once more close this out in a 2-0 fashion.
It's a sentence I'm willing to commit to. Personal space is a very good ability, and Kanavi, not to mention his boots, of course. He's feeling real strong, and Vex, when you get a few items, starts to blow people up. So when we see that ulti hitting, that will lead to kills. But a curtain call will be the ulti we're talking about now, as Yagao's been caught and there's no way out. A couple more shots go through, and suddenly what felt like a JDG favored game just a couple of minutes ago now feels like EDG are knocking on the door of another win.
And again, it's EDG playing this map so well. They catch JDG, who are trying to position up towards top side. EDG take bot turret, now they rotate mid to take 2. They're getting so much gold off of this Baron push, and little JDG can do it. You go down for another 15 seconds.
This will be another tier 2 in the mid lane. And tier 2 in the top lane, if you remember, Eon9. He's found a sneaky way into the brush, but I think he must have gone past that control wall to get there. Goes for the slice of Maelstrom anyway, but Viper flashes away. And 369
doesn't come to fruition, and now you're stuck a man down trying to defend your base, and it's going to be that mid inhibitor that's first pickings for EDG.
Look, you can take the 369 out of top esports, but you can't take the top esports out of 369. He's gonna make the mojo plays, and they may not be good, but I love him anyway, you know. You gotta respect that. It's an inhib down in the mid lane for EDG. As JDG looking for a couple of picks if they can find them, but Neverfrost, all of the CC coming down onto Kanavi. His ulti will keep him safe for the time being as JDG look for a little bit more engage onto the team, and it's Scout to go down first. Kanavi retreating low on HP as the rest of the team trying to follow it up. LPC spinning around, but EDG somehow are coming out on top. And JJ, can he carry the fight? Flandre's alongside him as Mako's gone down, and actually up on the top side, 369 gets to make ridiculous sweeping statements about the future of this organization, Dagda, as they go towards the second Drake in this one. JJ finished that one off. 2 Drakes now on the board for EDG. they can move up towards this Baron that we talked about before. TP coming through. It's Scout behind enemy lines here, missing, trying to start the fight. This 369 might be able to stop Scout joining the fray. Shadows needs to come on through, but Scout's just stunned up. He can't get into the play, but personal space saves the day. Fears across the team, and he strikes fear into the heart of any JDG fans at home. JJ looking to chase down Yagao, who's just desperately fleeing with his tail between his legs. Oh, the TP isn't going to be cancelled. There's no kick available, and it means Yagao gets out with his life, but that's all he's got. Oh,
yeah, it doesn't look like 369 would be getting the
3-6. What is that damage? Almost finishes both of them, but he has EDG go for it, and I mean, let's be honest. There's no universe this is even contestable. It's already in the back pocket. 7 healing reduction. If he can get onto Viper, this is still fightable for JDG. That's a very deep TP. It's going to take him a long time to get in the fight, but it doesn't matter because Flandre has run it down. And now 369 is behind 3 of them. This is the moment for JDG. And 369 sets it up, but actually couldn't do the damage. And now EDG are back in. Scout is doing it. LPC spinning around, but he can't quite finish the kills off. The curtain call comes through. How the hell did EDG win that?
That's just not fair. That was so well orchestrated from JDG. The deep flank, the pick on Flandre. But EDG, they're just too far ahead. And the wave is there, Munch. This is it.
That's going to be that. It's a bit of a heartbreaker for JD. Oh, the in-hip response. I think it's still going to be the end of the game. It's a heartbreaker for JDG. After that fight looked so good. He got the 3-man ulti. It felt like that was going to be it. But no Zhonya's, no stopwatch, and no win for JDG. EDG get themselves a 2-0 win.